lot of masjids, ask, can we screen this film for free? You're doing this fi sabilillah, like things like that. And, I think Muslims
you're right.
have to understand this is also a business. We cannot keep doing it if we can't eat food. So.
Yeah. And I think this is the problem, is we have to maybe move away, so for example, the screening away from mosques or Islamic centers, and say, look, maybe we can hire a place that people can pay, come and see the movie, or we can find sponsorship of a business who will sponsor the screening, to take and unfortunately, I don't want to say take away that activity from a mosque, but if the mosque committee or the mosque individuals who run the mosque cannot support, other than cannot financially support, then maybe that's not the right business plan. The right business plan is to make it financially viable. I think there's a company which is Muslim based, and they are like Netflix. So they stream Muslim content documentary, I think Muslims who made in the West. So the people who are taking away these, successful business ideas and plans and ways of doing stuff, and kind of adapting Muslim content for example. So I think we're going to see more and more of that, and I think it will come to a point where I think that Muslim filmmakers you'll see more of them in being distributed by major film studios. Not in the sense that, this is a Muslim film, but director's Muslim, the writer may be Muslim, the main actor in it will maybe Muslim, or maybe all three may be Muslim. But you start to see that, because in time when the youth become more active and they are participating and they are showing talent, and that talent is paying off financially, the Hollywood distributors will want to come and take part in that pie. They want to be part of that success, and you'll be surprised how much they may be willing to cooperate and support, because for them it's a business. As much as at the moment we may feel like, the whole of Hollywood is against Muslims, if we're able to make it a commercial success, which I think we can, and inshallah we will, you'll be surprised how much these companies will change, because for them it's to generate income and money. That's their the bottom line for them. And once we learn how to do that successfully within the discussions that we've had about what is important as a Muslim filmmaker, then you will see a big difference, and then you realize, okay, wow, I mean if you look right now in America, population of 300 million, there's probably only 2-3 million Jews, say maximum 4 million Jews, and yet so many films have Jewish directors, so many films have Jewish actors, so many films have Jewish composers and script writers and executives of Hollywood production, or executives of distribution companies, or producers, or this or that. So a minority within a country of a large population is actually so active in that industry, and why can't we be like that? Why can't we be active like that? What's preventing us? There's no problem. And when I say Jews are, I'm not saying it in a derogatory way or in an anti-Semitic way. I'm saying that it's actually a good role model for people to say, look, if we don't participate and have an input in popular culture, why do we feel surprised when those who are against us are portraying us in a negative way? Why aren't we countering that? It's our responsibility. And I think the Jewish people have done that in a very successful way, and we should learn from them, and we should utilize that experience to portray us Muslims in a positive way as well, and be active within all ranges of the film industry, from beginning of production and content and script writing, all the way through to production, composing, special effects, whatever. I know a very good special effects a person who lives in Canada, he's Muslim. He works for Sony. So why can't we have that throughout all the way to distribution? There's nothing wrong with that. Look, I think people need to understand that Muslims don't have an agenda. We don't somehow have telepathic agenda that we want to take over the West. There's no such thing as like that exists. We just want to show a positive representation of ourselves, so we can just be seen as equal. That's it. We don't want to be seen better. We just don't want to be seen worse. We want to be seen equal as everybody else that lives in this society, that contributes to this society, that wants this society to benefit everybody and for everybody to succeed. Muslims who come to the West don't want to see poor non-Muslim people. They want to see everyone have a good life. They want to see everyone to have a home. They want to see everyone to have a job, because that's what our religion teaches us, is what you want good for yourself, want it for your neighbor. It doesn't say for your Muslim neighbor, it says for your neighbor. If I live in a country where majority are not Muslim, all my neighbors are going to be non-Muslim, majority are going to be non-Muslim. I want the same goodness for him and her that I do for myself. If I can help someone who's non-Muslim with anything that I can help them with, I will do it. For me, it's not like I want to cut myself and only help people from my own community which are Muslims. For me, that doesn't matter. For most Muslims, for 99.999% of Muslims, the faith of the other person doesn't matter. It's the character of that person, the behavior of that person. If that person's good, they can be my friends. I have friends who are Hindu. I have friends who are Catholic. I have friends who are not Muslim. So for me, I don't look at most Muslims. We don't look at the religion of that person. We look at the humanity of that person. So that will also feed into our films, and that will then feed into the person watching it, and that empathy will develop, inshallah.